16-year-old Sofia Mast from Wesley Chapel, Florida, world junior champion. Sofia, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Before we get into the world championships, just want to go over a little bit of your resume from this year. It's been a pretty busy year. Junior nationals, 18 and under hay-ball champion, 22 and under 8-ball champion, 16 and under 9-ball champion, 18 and under 10-ball champion. Not a bad afternoon's work.
No, it's pretty cool to be a champion in all of those.
Yeah. So obviously what we want to talk about is your world title, which you've only become the second U.S. junior to win a world championship and the first one in 17 years. Last year you were runner-up in the same tournament. What did you learn from last year that helped you out this year?
I feel like last year I learned that no need to be scared, because I felt a lot of pressure last year, and I did this year too, but I felt like more comfortable this year, especially being like in the top like 4 left, and then just to keep going. And then I also knew how to eat well and practice well, and I had more experience for this year.
Yeah, I'm sure that helped out a lot. Another thing I want to talk about is the day of the final. You're playing Savannah Easton for the 900th time. You guys play each other all the time. But you were having breakfast with your coach, Sam, and she received a call from Allison Fisher, a FaceTime call. And you and Allison chatted for a little bit, and it was a very cool, back and forth. Tell me about that call, what it meant to you and what it felt like.
Yeah, Allison has always been one of my favorite players, and I never expected the call. We always joke around and have fun, and she's just an amazing inspiration for me. And so getting that call as a surprise and her rooting for me was just, I never expected it. It was very, very cool. And she gave me so much more confidence. I was having butterflies, but it definitely, after her words of encouragement, it helped me a lot. And going into it, she knew I was going to win, and she knew that I could do it. And it made me confident too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you did share a little bit of your clip with her on social media, and she was telling you can do this. This is your time, and this is what you're here for. And you got a little bit emotional there. How did that overcome you like that?
Yeah, just having a talk with her made me emotional, because she's, with her voice and how she talks, she's just so calming. And so it just made me emotional, just seeing her and her rooting for me, and just a pro that's been in the pool for many years, just talking to me and helping me through my nerves, just made me emotional, and just talking to her.
Yeah, it was a very cool thing to watch. And in the final, you played Savannah Easton, and you guys have played each other more than anyone in pool, considering you're both only in your teens.
Yeah.
Did it help you a little bit playing someone that you were that familiar with in the final, as opposed to someone you didn't know about?
Yeah, it definitely did. I kind of know her game, and I bet she knows my game. And so, and it definitely felt more comfortable just playing against her. If you play somebody else, you never know how they're going to play, or how they shoot, or how to play them. And so going into the finals, I was more confident than going into last year's finals, because I was also nervous, but I'm more confident this year, since I did know her, and one USA was going to win.
Yeah, right. Well, it's interesting you bring it up, because Savannah made the final. Adrian Prasad also made the boys' final. So Team USA, did really well this year. They did well last year as well. Tell me about how the U.S. junior program has grown in the last couple of years.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, we've In the US, we've gotten a lot of people helping us out, and we always get to watch YouTube videos or just people helping us in pool halls, or the pros are starting to come out and teach us some things. It's definitely gotten better in the US. We don't have like a lot of what the Europeans have or like in other countries. Like they get to practice all day. That's their school. But it's definitely gotten better. And us USA, while we were in New Zealand, we all we did was practice. We were always on the practice table. We always went to the pool hall and we always practiced after those matches were done at the arena. Like we nonstop, we were helping each other and setting up balls for each other.
Yeah, that's great. So let's talk about the final match. It was a race to 6, and you led 5-4, and looked like you were going to get out, and you missed a 9 ball before the 10 ball. And what went through your mind when that happened?
Yeah, definitely. I should have got out there. I jacked myself over the 10 ball on the 9 ball. So that would kind of hurt. And I didn't have my extension left, so I had to shoot kind of faster, or else I would have taken my time a little more.
Right.
But after I missed it, I knew there was another game. I actually didn't feel that bad. I usually don't. I try to brush it off and move on to the next game because if she was on the hill, it would be a different story. But I was on the hill and she needed one more to get on the hill. So I knew there was going to be another game and she would probably get out and it would go hill. But I try to brush things off.
Yeah. Well, then it got to the final game, and as they always do, it gets into a little bit of a chess match. And you played what I thought was a really, under the pressure of a deciding game, a really sensational safety. Tell me a little bit about what was going through your mind and how you felt like you hit that. Did you know right away?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to play a bunch of safeties because if I get ball in hand, I can most likely run out or play another safe and try to 3-foul or something like that. My safety game has gotten better, and I've been starting to play a lot more safes because I'm actually pretty good at them. And I knew I needed to play that kind of safe to hopefully get that ball in hand and run out for the title.
Well, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, I have noticed in the last couple of years, you and Savannah both, for young players, play amazing safety games. And you did end up getting ball in hand, and you did end up running out the rest of that rack and winning the world championship. What did, this shot right here, what's going through your mind, and what did it feel like?
I'm like, just make this ball, please. Just stop the cue, I'll make it, and let's just win this title.
So that had to be some kind of moment when you saw that 10 ball drop.
Definitely. Weight lifted off my shoulders. I've been practicing all year for it. 10 ball, and just going to my coach's house every month, just waiting for that moment to shoot that 10 ball and to win the title. The weight just, it was crazy. I would go back if I could.
Well, that certainly isn't the end of the road for you. You've got many, many years of great pool ahead of you. Tell me what your thoughts are, what your aspirations are going forward. Is this something, do you want to make a career of this? You're a great student as well. What are your thoughts going forward?
Yeah, I definitely want to make a living out of pool. I mean, it's going to be hard, but I'll probably get some type of career other than pool. But I will always keep playing tournaments and trying to get to that professional stage and travel a lot. That's my plan as of right now. It might change, but I definitely want to do good in pool and get professional, hopefully, then also have a career.
What kind of careers are you thinking about at this point? What have you thought about?
As of right now, I love baking and cooking, so I'll probably go into like the culinary or like owning my own business in baking because I love food. Come on. Everybody loves food, right? But that's my plan as of right now. I probably am gonna go to college. It's gonna be tough to play, but that's my plan.
Yeah. What's the best thing you bake?
The best thing. I've baked a lot of things for different people, but the best thing, I love cookies. That's one of the things I make a lot, but then I also
What's your go-to cookie?
I love just regular chocolate chip or macadamia nuts are really good
Oh,
too.
very nice. Great. Well, Sophia, thanks so much for taking the time to sit with us and chat today. We really appreciate it. Best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you so much.